About 20 units, and what I'm doing is I'm doing like a reconnaissance mission here. I'm coming to see if there's enough stuff here to make it worth our while to spend the man hours on doing the salvage on this building. We're going to be doing the complete demolition on this. We're going to tear this one down, and they're going to rebuild something else here. Way past the end of the building there, you'll see some trees. And that is, on the other side of those trees is the ocean. That's the Gulf of Mexico. So here we go. So this one, as far as I know, has been left pretty much. They have cleaned it up somewhat because this would look like a junkyard here from all the debris from the hurricane. So they did clean that up. I don't know that there's much left. A lot of safety hazards in doing this, so have to be careful. But this is what it looks like inside of a building after a hurricane hits it. So you see how everything's turned over, and anything that could floated around in the room and ended up upside down or inside out. That right there is a whole block of I think it's an appliance. I thought it was a whole bunch of towels. So watch out for the traps. So I'm going to walk through as much of this building as I need to figure out if it's worth sending the guys over here and to spend all the time it's going to take everything out. So sometimes we get a lot of stuff, and sometimes everything's just ruined and you just can't do anything with it. So here's another room from a hurricane, from the hurricane. So this place here, the water would have been over the second story, up into the second story. So this is one of the units itself. So there's not much to salvage there. The doors in this one, the aluminum, is something that we can salvage, but the excavator can pull those out as he's doing the job. Back into another one of the rooms, and this was probably their work area. You see that's a commercial washing machine right there. And these are all shelves, so I'm sure this is where they kept their towels and their linens. So out here, that was their outdoor bathroom. I guess the pool was probably right over there. So I'm looking, okay. Now here is the goal. So this particular door here, we'll have to make sure that they haven't been popped. Sometimes the hurricane will pop the seals on these hurricane doors and windows. It's amazing the abuse that they can take. It is absolutely unbelievably amazing what they can take. They are, we have thrown, you know, an 8-pound sledgehammer, then a 10-pound sledgehammer, then an 18-pound sledgehammer, and they all just bounce off from about 10 feet away. Eventually they give in. If you hit them just right, if you use a safety hammer, you can pop them in just a quick second. So again, in here, this is all the furniture that was in this, and there's really no value to any of this here, because unless it's plastic and it can't get ruined, even the solid wood stuff, I'm not so sure. Like this dresser might be able to be cleaned up, but it's probably not worth the effort. But nothing in there. The microwaves, we will get the dishes. You see the dishes back there. So we have our own Airbnbs, and we'll do we'll take stuff like that, clean it up, and put it in our Airbnbs. Now, the second story is going to be a whole different story, because most likely it got just a very little bit of water. So that makes the valuable stuff up there still have some value. You see how they chopped about 4 foot up, so they were getting ready to redo this place. Unfortunately, once you get the insurance companies involved, you just don't know how much money they're going to give you. And in this case, they considered this a total loss. too much money to fix it. So back to, this is another set of hurricane doors that are worthwhile taking out. So walking the whole building here, another set of hurricane doors, another window. Okay, inside this unit, let me look inside this unit. Yeah, that unit's trash too, so gotta watch the nails. Watch the nails, watch the nails. Okay, this is the next. Now look at this whole end of this building. Everything is just completely blown out. So there's a couple of purposes for this walk here. One is to see if it's safe enough for my guys to do the scrap out. And the other is to make sure that somebody's not living here for free. And we want to make sure that nobody's camping in here, so when we do start tearing it down, we're not surprised, or we don't collapse the building on somebody who's sleeping underneath it or something like that. So you see the failure here. So this would be an instance or an example of something that will tell the guys, look, from this part of the building back, we don't want you in it. There's nothing supporting this whole section here. This is where a staircase was, and the staircase is gone and the support's gone. So that, with a 300-pound man or a 200-pound man, would potentially collapse. So, okay, we're headed to the second floor. Again, we're looking to make sure that everything's safe, so my guys can be in here and do their scrapping, or we just call it repurposing. So the second floor here, it looks like it's a little significantly less damage done to this floor. Somebody did come by, you could tell that they scrapped out all this aluminum here. So this screen door I can sell, this slider set I can sell, the window, the sliders all the way down through there. And now you see the furniture is in much better condition. This kind of stuff, the solid wood stuff, you can clean it up and sell it. It works just fine. Most likely that hot water heater is fine. We've got this vanity here. Toilet's tall enough. We may or may not take that, those shower doors. They're in good shape. And so the salvage on this building it's going way up. So my sense of smell is gone. So I will have somebody smell these out. Doesn't look like the water was up in this unit, up on the second floor. So, so here we go. We're going to keep going down through here, looking at the rest of these. So this unit here, the windows, the sliders. That's a nice slide. And then we're going back in here. Looks like some of the kitchens here are still here. They've been taken apart. Typically, if they've been taken apart, they're not worth messing with. That microwave will keep. There are doors sitting here, so if these doors can be put back on and there's enough of them here, we will take this kitchen. If not, we'll take the few uppers. That granite, not a crazy shape, I'll take that. Probably gonna take these couches. I'm gonna look into what it would take to clean them. All right, and then here, same thing. Okay, now this is a countertop. This would sell, I could get like $200 for that. So the shower door, probably, $200. The toilets, I'm getting $50 to $100 for them. Nothing with any of the doors. I won't mess with the ceiling fans here either. So this is looking like it's going to be a really profitable salvage for us. So when we bid this one out, we had a close competitor bidding against us, and we got this project because we bid and we're repurposing. They like the idea that we're repurposing, and obviously our pricing's better because I can get a certain amount of money out of all this stuff. So back into another unit. So this was a timeshare. So that couch and that mirror, This couch, if it doesn't have any stains on it, that hot water heater, that stove, and between the kitchen next door and this kitchen here, I'll be able to salvage that kitchen. So let me look in here. Headboards, no go, they don't sell. Mattresses, not really. A lot of times we'll get them and they'll end up at the shop and I'll try to sell it for a while. People are weirded out by mattresses, especially after all that bed bug stuff that went on for a long time ago. So at any rate, that's a scary sound. You see that? See that doing that? That's funny. I was like, what? I've walked into a swarm of hornets before, so kind of freaking out. But here, all the handhelds on there, we'll get those. And then here is another front door. I'm thinking we can get $200-300 out of them. That's about a $1,000 door if you go buy it at Home Depot with a hurricane rating on it. So dishwasher, stove, cabinets, all that in this one. So, all right, on to the next one. Now this one, the doors, somebody already got the doors out of this one. So they took them home and probably put them in their house. Saved themselves a bunch of money. Gonna take that chair. Gonna look, the kitchen's completely gone here. That hot water heater's too old, won't mess with it. Might bring it back for scrap though. And then that couch, if we can find the cushions for them, we'll take these couches. They're pretty nice looking couches for our coastal market. All right, and in here, same thing. We got the top, the toilet's tall enough, and the shower door. So this is going to be a good one for us. I'm definitely going to send the guys here. I'm going to tell them to stay off of that other end of the building. Tell them to turn things over like this so they don't step on them. You know, somebody had glass panel that was here, ready to be put in. Okay, this is the manager's unit, or a manager's unit, where they kept and stored all the equipment that they needed to maintain this place. These are gigantic leveler blinds, very expensive. Those are most likely in good condition. All the little doodads and stuff in here, you might be surprised at what we get that we can actually repurpose. So we'll do that. A lot of this will end up being donated to the thrift stores and stuff that we support. So this whole unit, they took it apart and used it for storage. So I'm not sure the math really works for that, but I think a storage shed would have been better, but hey, that's just me thinking out loud. So hey, there's a 20-year-old refrigerator, stove. That microwave and that refrigerator are going to work and can be sold. There's another fridge out here, and looks like somebody got one of the outside units sitting up here, most likely. The fact that they had to bring it up the second story, it's a good possibility that it works. There's also a saw there, a table saw. Pretty old, but it'll sell for a couple $100. This door here would sell for a few $100s. This one, I'll probably repurpose this one too. No, it's got too many dents in it. It doesn't fit right, so we won't do that. So that's this one side of the building, and we'll walk down the other side. This is the same units. I'm just walking down the other side. So these little windows up here, I will take them out, and all these doors all the way down. So again, I'm going to caution my guys not to go anywhere near the other end of the building. There is salvageable stuff down there, but it's not worth taking the risk. Structurally, this end of the building is intact. The other end of the building, as you saw, the supports are gone for the center wall. So there's the staircase down, and here we go. So this is just the other view These are the same units I walked through just before. We're just on the outside of the building on the other side. So all these doors we're going to take, and I'm far enough down that I'm not going to go any further. So that end of the building has been destroyed. Now if you look over there, that's the Gulf of Mexico. So that's what it's all about. This is Sanibel Island, and what a terrible, terrible loss it's been for everybody here. Hurricane Ian came in on September 28, 2022. They've got as much as 20 foot of surge. This elevation here looks to me, just working on these two islands, this is probably at 10. So they probably got 6 to 10 foot of surge, and the ocean would have been churned. This is going to end up being a couple part series. I'm going to bring multiple videos on this particular scrap out, and then also we will drone film and multi-angle film the actual demolition of this building. Probably going to take a couple weeks. So the pool, I'm not sure if we're taking that out or not, but if you notice over here, there is an entire building that was just like this, and it is completely gone. The whole building is gone. So that building was most likely laying right in the middle of that road right there when the hurricane finished up. So the waves hitting it Broadway like that. This building took the waves because they were coming at it from a different angle, but that one, it was getting hit by the side and getting hit by gigantic surges of water. So that piece of it, we're going to pull all them pilings and everything and take them to the dump, but all of that it's gone, completely gone. So Remove It Pros Demolition, we're www.removeitpros.com in Southwest Florida. We're always looking for more buildings to tear down, and we do everything from junk removal, concrete cutting, we do interior demolition, about 2,000 of those a year, and we do building demolitions. So if you have a need for that and you're in Southwest Florida, call us up. And if not, if you wouldn't mind liking and subscribing to our channel, we're going to bring content like this for forever. So thank you.